Top 6 Best Nikon Cameras 2021. Hello peeps, today we'll take a look at the best Nikon camera in the market. I made this list based on my favorite, and I'm trying to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the up-to-date prices and more information about these excellent cameras, you can check out the link in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. Nikon Z50. The Nikon Z50 is a 20.9 MP mirrorless camera. The first time the company has put in an APS-C sensor behind its new, more prominent Z lens mount. The company says the camera is designed to attract a generation of users who don't consider themselves photographers. Alongside the camera, Nikon has announced two lenses designed for their sensor size: a 16 to 50mm f3 6.3 collapsible standard zoom and a 50 to 250mm f4 5 to 6.3 telephoto zoom, both with built-in image stabilization, which Nikon calls vibration reduction. The user interface has been lifted directly from the full-frame Z cameras. The sensor is a variant of the one in the D500 and D7500, built into a conceptually similar camera to the D5600. The most noticeable differences compared to the D5600 are that the Z50 is more petite, especially if you factor in the collapsible kit lens. It has two command dials, and perhaps most significantly, it has a more coherent shooting experience across viewfinder and rear screen operation, and across stills and video shooting. Number 2. The Nikon Z6 II. The Nikon Z6 II is an updated version of the company's 24-megapixel multimedia full-frame mirrorless camera. It gains more processing power to add improved autofocus and a few other tweaks to an already well-rounded feature set. The Z6 II is a subtle refresh of the existing Z6, extending the capabilities a little but offering a mostly similar well-rounded stills and video feature set. In terms of hardware, the main difference is that the Mark II gains a second Expeed 6 processor, with most of the performance and feature improvements stemming from this additional processing power. Nikon says the autofocus performance has been incrementally improved over the original Z6. Still, the most notable feature change is the addition of face and eye detection, both human and animal, to the wide area AF mode. The variants of wide area AF with human and animal face to eye AF have been added to the list of AF modes accessible from the Eye Quick menu, meaning you don't have to engage those functions separately. Nikon says the focusing system now works in light as low as -4.5 EV, when using an f2.0 or faster lens. The Z6 II's maximum burst speed tops out an impressive 14 frames per second. The body and handling of the ZS2 are the same as its predecessor, which means it remains a solidly built camera with a comfortable grip. The weather-sealed body is primarily constructed from magnesium alloy, providing a good balance of weight and solidity. Number 3. Nikon Z5. The Nikon Z5 is an entry-level full-frame mirrorless camera that looks and handles almost exactly like its higher-end Z-mount siblings, the Z6 and Z7. It's built around a stabilized non-BSI 24-megapixel CMOS sensor, which is likely more closely related to the chip generation found in Nikon's D750 DSLR, rather than the newer BSI sensor in the Z6. Slightly stripped down and more stills focused, the Z5 shares the same 273-point hybrid AF system, Expeed 6 processor, and 3.69 m.dot OLED viewfinder as the Z6. But nice ties like a top plate display are absent. Likewise, the Z5's max burst rate and video capabilities are considerably less than the Z6, 4.5 frames per second versus 12 frames per second, and heavily cropped 4K versus uncropped, oversampled 4K. But from an image quality and handling standpoint, the two cameras are pretty similar. The Z5 packs a lot of sensible components into a standard well-built package. The result is an entry-level full frame that's surprisingly advanced. But unlike the Z6, which balances stills and video capability, the Z5 is better suited to a stills-only crowd. Number 4. Nikon ZFC. Nikon ZFC is an APS-C mirrorless camera that combines Nikon's new Z lens mount with looks and controls that recall the company's classic FM and FE series film SLRs. The ZFC is the second crop sensor Nikon camera to use the company's Z mount and is built around the same 20.9 megapixel sensor as the Nikon Z50. Still, it gains dedicated dials for ISO, shutter speed, and exposure compensation to go with its throwback styling. Nikon says it's aiming the camera at a younger, style-conscientious audience. The main thing new in the ZFC is its retro styling and control system based on dedicated control dials. The camera is designed to evoke Nikon's FM and FE series SLRs. The ZFC offers Nikon's full-time eye autofocus mode while shooting video. When shooting stills, it also includes focus modes that combine face and eye AF with a large focus zone, letting you take more control over where the camera looks for a subject. The ZFC is the first Z-mount camera to feature a fully articulating rear LCD. This means that it can be rotated all the way forward for vlogging, working nicely in conjunction with the video eye AF function. The ZFC has a USB-C socket on the side, which can be used to power the camera and charge the battery. It's a USB 3.2 Gen 1 Super Speed, aka USB 3.0 interface, which should mean it's significantly faster at data transfer than the Z50's sockets. Number 5. The Nikon D3500. Nikon D3500 is designed to be as flexible and intuitive as possible, while still offering the imaging capabilities you expect from a DSLR. Utilizing a DX format 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor and Expeed 4 image processor, the D3500 provides a native sensitivity range from ISO 100 to 25,600 to suit working in a variety of lighting conditions. And the sensor and processor combination also provides a 5 frames per second continuous shooting rate, as well as full HD 1080p video recording at 60 frames per second. The sensor's design also emits an optical low-pass filter to achieve more excellent sharpness and resolution from photos and videos. Complementing the imaging capabilities, the D3500 also features SnapBridge, which utilizes Bluetooth connectivity for wireless sharing of images to your mobile device, including automatic sharing of 2 megapixel images between the camera and your mobile device. The lightweight camera body incorporates a 3-inch 921K dot LCD screen for live view monitoring and image review, and catering to first-time DSLR owners. The D3500 also features a helpful guide mode to aid in achieving specific photographic looks or techniques, such as how to produce a shallow depth of field imagery in a helpful step-by-step manner. 10 different special effects are also available in camera to refine the look of both stills and movies creatively. Number 6. Nikon Coolpix W300. The Coolpix W300 is a tough-as-nails camera designed for the extremes. It's waterproof, freeze-proof, shock-proof, and dust-proof. It captures 4K Ultra HD video, 16 megapixel photos, time-lapse movies, and more in the harshest conditions. Bring it surfing, skiing, scuba diving, biking, climbing, wherever your adventures lead. Use the built-in GPS, e-compass, altimeter, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth low energy to track and share every heart-pounding moment. When the action is just out of reach, zoom in with the telephoto power of the Coolpix W300's 5x optical zoom lens. You'll have the flexibility to get the whole scene into the frame or zoom in for a close view. The whole time you're shooting, Nikon's hybrid VR keeps your photos and videos steady, even when the road gets bumpy. With the touch of a button, the Coolpix W300 records 4K Ultra HD or 1080p Full HD videos with stereo sound, Combine your favorite clips into a 30-second compilation with background music and special effects using Short Movie Show, ideal for sharing online. Use time-lapse recording to condense an hour of action into a 10-second sequence, or speed up time with a super lapse video. You can easily track and view your course, steps taken, altitude, depth, even atmospheric and water pressure with the Coolpix W300. Okay, that's all for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please tell us which products you'd like us to review next in the comments section. And don't forget to check the description box for all the buy links of products featured today. Thank you.